The endless wait for tanks. We're always here.
Yeah, I'll stream what I'm doing on my second monitor so that you guys have something to watch. We're just waiting for a tank endlessly. I'm trying to find emojis for my Discord because we mostly play old school RuneScape in there. Hey, you're not allowed to see that yet. That's for tomorrow. The thumbnail I was making. Yeah, I think we found the stickers we want to use. We found someone. I'd prefer a monk, but I think it's fine. It's not a big deal. Technically, Druid's a lot better at surviving this dungeon anyways.
Five, four.
We
three,
finally did it. Let's go.
2, 1.
Alright, first key of the day. We'll see if it lasts.
3, 2, 1.
Lothraxian, give up this foolishness. We have already won.
You put all of Silvermoon in danger. This isn't worth the risk. There seem to be a few pieces missing. We have to find them if we're going to stop Lothraxian.
Pilot is showing a critical failure, Chief Monarch.
Hurry up those repairs! If we aren't careful, that will be all of us!
Oh, he hit the beam. Oh my god, what a start. This is already cursed. Hunter walked right into the beam. That's insane. Okay, well. That was short-lived.
You had lasted a little longer.
Oh man. Try to queue up to some other groups again. You guys invited me to the 20 seat. Guess I'll take it. Doesn't look super promising, but I don't know who else is in the group. Yeah. Looks a little rough. It looks like it's probably the Demon Hunter's key. No, it's the Rogues.
Something foul is stalking these grounds, heroes. Hunt it down and destroy it.
Love the content and the help as a healer. I have switched to Resto Shaman main from Priest, but I still love healing the most. I love the commentary in the dungeons. Thanks. One thing I'm trying to do for next season especially is be more on top of like making sure I get a commentary out for every dungeon on every healer at least once, and then start working on like uploading, you know, higher key versions of each one. But like right now there's still some dungeons that I don't even think I've done commentaries for yet, which kind of suck. So that's, I have basically a spreadsheet that I made because I'm just like a spreadsheet person. But I made a spreadsheet just to keep track of which dungeons I've done commentaries of and of which classes they're on. And then that way I can better keep track of like, oh, I haven't done, you know, a Holy Priest commentary for this dungeon, or I haven't done a Resto Shaman commentary for this dungeon. So that should help a lot next season.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was 1 week years old when I realized Nature Swiftness creates a Stormstream totem. I've been aware of my healing CDs, even totems, and it's gone swimmingly. Yeah, little stuff like that gets missed out a lot. And it goes the same way for me. I don't notice it until I'm doing like a lot of that stuff that I like post videos about or anything like that I mention. I mention it because I don't notice it until I'm in high keys, and then I start like paying attention to the smaller, you know, things that start mattering or making a difference. Or I'm like watching another streamer or something when I'm not streaming, and then I'm like, oh wait, they're doing this thing differently, and then I'll ask them, and then they'll give me that answer, and I'm like, wait, how did I not know that? And I've been doing, you know, I'm pugging plus 20s, and I don't know this important thing about my class. Oh, my health pot was late there. That sucks. Don't know if I can heal this guy in time. Looks like we're good. Should be chain healing more. But yeah, so once I notice those things, then I'm like, I need to let other people know about this, because I guarantee there's plenty of people that also are doing this like me, where they don't notice it until really, really late, and it would be nice to know a lot sooner. 3.4k rating for beating WoW? Yeah, no, that's awesome. This Druid's gonna get owned in this bowl. Actually, we're gonna get owned in this bowl. Of course, the one person with Riptide gets the dot, and I can't save them because they don't have Riptide. That's really annoying. Ugh. Windrush this one. Let's see who the leech goes on. Save a Riptide charge this time. It's on the DH. Too bad Spirit Wolf doesn't remove chains. It does. You just have to have a talent into it. But I usually don't remove a Spirit Wolf because then it risks like other people dying to it that keep the chains. So I can usually keep myself pretty healthy. I just wasn't prepped for that one before. I probably could have used a defensive or something. But you have this right here. Thunderous Paws. Remove snares. Unless you were saying that sarcastically. In that case, yes. I messed up.
Decimate.
And I could have just done that instead of trying to press a health pot.
Null palm. Oozing slam. Decimate. Void slash. Crashing void.
Oh, goodbye, Rogue.
Void slash. Decimate. Null palm. Oozing slam. Decimate. Void slash. Crashing void. Void slash. Decimate. Null palm. Oozing slam. Decimate. Void slash.
Oh no, he stood in it. That's not good.
Crashing void.
Oh. Oh, okay. We're trolling.
Void slash. Decimate.
Which healer do you like most to play? Discipline Priest. Today might be a little bit of a slow day. Like the Void Weaver disc just for its damage? Yeah, I love playing Void Weaver. It's super fun. Okay, we're ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, the Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path will you choose?
Yeah, that easy first pull. Our paladins are always so nice for that first pull because they just do so much prio damage to one of the stewards or maguses, depending on what they target. Yeah, we're skipping that.
Barisa was the peacekeeper of our family. She spent many days tending to the gardens here, but the wilderness has overtaken it now.
I think the only thing we're really scared about is if the pounce overlaps with like a dispellable debuff or the poison. That's when it's a little dicey. Or like there, I got bolted and had poison at the exact same time. Monk can dispel himself with Fort Brew, but it's not happening, so we just have to spam heal, and then we should be good. As long as they're full health when they get hit by the pounce, then they should live. Use our poison cleansing totem.
Soothing sounds of my harp brought Barisa joy beyond measure. I'll need that relic.
Just need Spirit Walker's Grace here just so I can kind of walk with the tank as they move, because I don't really know where they're going. Like where they're planning on stopping. Now we just use something for each spore dispersal. Or use my Earth Elemental here. so I don't have to worry about myself as much. Get the tank up. Oh, I need to Earth Shield the tank actually here. So they're taking a lot more damage than everybody else. I only meant to have the Earth Shield on the monk for the very first bowl of the dungeon, so that's my bad. I'll just Spirit Link this one. And then if we get another one, we can Healing Tide Totem. I think we kill it before it does it again. No. Nope. Okay, so we will probably Healing Tide this one. Kind of get things set up here, and then we'll Healing Tide. Unleash Life, and then we can just do 2 chain heals. And then everyone is nice and healthy. And then now that the Dragonhots just finished their cast and got stunned, I'm going to run down, start the RP, and then run back up in time for the next time they start casting. Try to drop my stun to kind of predict when the first cast is going to go off. We like just did it a hair too early. That's unfortunate. Paladin ended up dying because of it. She's a tiny bit too early. And he's probably going to pull this stuff back here into the boss just for funnel for the Paladin. Keep the tank nice and healthy as we run through. I can just use... oh, I don't have it here, never mind. I was going to say I could use Wind Rush, but I talented out of it for the Earth Elemental stuff. Alright, we try to avoid using healing cooldowns unless it's during the intermission, and then otherwise we're just healing the people that get targeted by the Flaming Updraft. So like here, we're just healing Wave, we can Chain Heal if they're both about the same HP, Nature Swiftness, we can use an Empowered Totem. Empowered Totems are fine to use as long as we're not just burning through all of them. This one I have no cooldown, so I'm going to use my Trinket and Spirit Walker's Grace, and then I kind of just spam Chain Heal while dropping totems in between. Unleash Life, Totem, Chain Heal, so I have a few more seconds of Spirit Walker's Grace, and then we can Totem again. And when I say Totem, it's just Healing Stream or the Empowered Healing Stream. Same difference. Now we get ready for these dots again.
Flaming Updraft.
Okay.
Searing Beak.
Just heal through these. We have Unleash Life. Keep Riptide on everybody. Refresh our Surging Totem.
Searing Beak. Flaming Updraft.
Alright, it's on me again. I'm gonna heal the monk.
Burning Gale.
And then now we will use Earth Elemental for extra HP. Use an Empowered Totem. Use Healing Tide Totem. Can't move while casting, so I cast a couple Chain Heals, and then I move. And then we kind of refresh things, use our totem again.
Burning Gale.
And then we're good to go. Basically just spamming Chain Heals on the intermissions.
Flaming Updraft. Searing Beak.
Gotta conserve a little bit of mana here, so I don't want to spam too hard.
Flaming Updraft.
It's on me again.
Burning Gale.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, we'll use defensive here. We'll use Spirit Link. Nature Swiftness, use a Chain Heal, use my Trinket and Spirit Walker's Grace, and then I can start spamming some Chain Heals while I kind of get into a better position to dodge all these tornadoes. And then now we should be good. And even there, I kind of overused stuff, because after that Spirit Link, we were pretty much fine for the rest of the intermission. But I think that's okay to just use it. Wanted to be safe instead of panicking towards the end with low HP. I'd much rather panic with high HP than lower HP.
Flaming Updraft. Searing Beak.
Use some Powered Totem here.
Burning Gale.
Unleash Life. Put down Healing Rain. Use a Totem. Chain Heals. Got a nice Ascendance proc there. That's pretty much couldn't have asked for a better one. Use another Totem. Try to stay in this position over here towards this side of the room, because then we can see all the tornadoes a lot easier rather than getting stuck in there with the majority of them. And now we're pretty much done with the boss.
Flaming Updraft.
Don't need to worry about placing this fire anywhere because the boss is over.
She reminds me of Arisa. My sister was also ferocity itself if her family was threatened. Come, let's find the next relic.
Start applying Riptide to people.
General, but she gave everything to the task, including her life.
And got pulled. I'm gonna focus that steward because it's gonna come down to us later.
The bow gifted by our mother. Undead fanatics have invaded to loot it and anything else that belonged to her.
Lust here. Try to keep everyone healthy as we're running down. I'll use Spirit Walker's Grace so I can just kind of spam chain heals as we walk into the room. Because this pole has cutthroats in it, so if somebody gets targeted by a cutthroat and they're not full HP, they pretty much just instantly die, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you have to pretty much try to keep everybody as full HP as possible. We still have that other steward targeted, so when it runs down the hill, we can kick it. If it comes to us, I think it's still in combat with us. Other than that, I'm just keeping everyone nice and full health. You can see that little moon marker, so now it's running towards us, so now we'll just want to keep an eye on it. Now as it walks in the room, I can kick it. No, he's CC'd it again, okay. Okay. Oh, someone broke it out. Yeah, this is not good. It's gonna walk down here. Okay, this is gonna be rough because the steward with all these other overlaps is gonna kill people for sure. Gonna interrupt poison blades, going to stun. During the fetid spew, we're gonna use a lot of stuff, so I'm just gonna spirit link here, nice and early. There we go. Keep the warrior alive. Use totem. And we'll dispel as soon as we can. It's not looking great. We're also trapping ourselves kind of in the corner here. Get everyone topped up. Use Earth Elemental here so that I don't get one shot if a cutthroat targets me, hopefully. Looks like we are recovering. Alright, that should have been a very, very hard pull. I mean, it still was, but I think we handled it really well. And they killed the steward really quick, which helped a lot, because that's like the dangerous part of it. And now there's no more cutthroats, so we basically just have to heal through this dot, and then we're fine. There's no one that's in risk of like getting one shot or comboed. Okay, we're a little low on mana here, but we should be totally fine. We can just drink before the boss. It targets one of these cutthroats and kick them. Use Healing Tide here. Again, the main overlap is when this Pulsing Shriek is happening and then a cutthroat hits somebody at the same time. That's when they're in danger of dying. So we just want to keep everybody nice and full health whenever the Willbringer is channeling. Yeah, I think there he just got targeted twice, or he got hit by the poison, which you can't do anything about. That's just a one-shot, the vial's shattering. Gonna stun here during the shriek since people are low HP. It's nice to give a little bit of recovery time. And I'll press my own defensive, kick that poison blades.
Our mother's bow meant everything.
It looks like we're gonna start the boss before I get a chance to drink, but that's not the end of the world. We can make do. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pre-position for the spread. With a Splattering Spew, and then as it hits us, we just healing stream totem and walk out. And then we can throw like a chain heal or two.
Bone hack.
And then we should be pretty much good.
Curse of Darkness.
Dispel the curse. The part we're really watching for is this next spread, because this, we get the spread dot, and then right after we get the AoE damage from the other boss. So like right here, we move out, we healing tie or healing stream, and then now in 5 seconds we're going to start taking a bunch of AoE damage from the other boss. So now I'll Spirit Link
Debilitating Shriek.
as it starts. Could have even saved it a little bit longer, but I think that was actually, yeah, that was fine timing. Mainly just being careful with how many times I press chain heal since we're so low on mana. Pre-position by the wall, Unleash Life, Spirit Walker's Grace, and then we just chain heal as we walk out, use our totem, use Healing Tide. Probably better to save Healing Tide for the next spread, since that's going to be the one that overlaps with the pulsing damage with the Shriek, but we will make do. And then we will Earth Elemental here for this one. I'll stand by the wall, like pre-position, so that I don't have to worry about finding a spot while everyone else is moving. We Unleash Life, and then we use our totem. And then we can chain heal, we can healing wave, we can totem again.
Debilitating Shriek.
Refresh Riptide, it's on us. So we run over and now we start healing. There we go. Like this, I don't need to use anything. I meant to Riptide the tank right there, so that's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. Pre-position for our spread. Make a room so that he can stand there and keep hitting the boss. Use our totem. Ancestral Swiftness, and then we can just go right into an Empower Totem. We also got a proc on our Ascendance, so we're like chilling on healing here with just the Riptides. We're going to get ready to pre-spread, so I'm going to make room again there because the Paladin likes to go to this spot so that he can stay on the boss. So I stay a little bit away. In this one, we will put down a Healing Rain, and then we will Healing Tide as we walk out, or Healing Stream. Have Riptide on people, and then we'll kind of just fill in with healing waves as needed. I'll use my defensive here so I don't have to worry about myself very much. Pre-position for the spread again. I'll make a little bit of room right here. Drop Healing Rain, and then we'll Healing Stream. Unleash Life. Healing Wave.
Bone hack.
Riptide, Healing Stream again.
Curse of Darkness.
Dispel one of these. I'll spread all the way in the corner over here. Away from everybody else. Okay, this isn't going to go off, and there we go.
Sylvanas was sometimes vain and loved to be admired, but she never wanted to be worshipped. Come, we have one more relic to find.
Just Spirit Walker's Grace as we walk in, so that again we can kind of heal people as we go into the pool. So the random shoots can just kill people. And then what we're watching for, I'm going to focus one of the breakers, and then target the other one so I can see when they're casting their interrupting screech. So like right there, one's going off. They're going off like one after the other, so I'm going to Spirit Link. They're nice and healthy for it. Otherwise, it's really hard to keep track of when those shrieks are going off, because they not only interrupt you, but they also do a ton of damage to the group. I'll just save these empowered totems for the next Screech. Here's my trinket. Still just casting break ranks, so we're good. No crazy damage gonna happen anytime. And then now they should probably cast Screech, so there's the first one. We'll Earth Elemental this first one. Unleash Life, press a totem, chain heal, and then the next one goes off, we totem again, and then everyone's full HP. Just getting everyone topped off quick. And I try to use my movement speed here so I can run a little bit ahead and then start drinking when I get to the bottom of the stairs. That way it just gives me a little bit more mana before we go into all these, because these next few pulls, it's kind of just pull after pull after pull and then boss.
One of Valeria's scouting maps is within. It seems
Lust
to recall
here.
the ghosts of vengeance past. We'll need that map from them.
This pull hurts a lot. Focusing on the people that have the Axe Thrower debuff on them. And then when the Flame Nova goes off, that's when we use a healing cooldown, defensive, stuff like that. So we use Healing Tide here. And then once they're all enraged, we'll probably use our stun. So when he does the Bloodlust here in just a little bit. And it's based on his HP, so another Flame Nova. He's just using Powered Totem here. Then we have the Bloodlust, we stun. That way things stay stunned as long as possible before they start. Because like the Axe Throwers will start just spam throwing, but it looks like they killed them before the Lust went off, which is actually really smart. I haven't even seen a group do that yet. So that's huge, because then we take like no damage. So that's the main thing that kills you, is like the Bloodlusted Axe Throwers just spam the Axe Throw. So you just have so many bleeds out on the group. Try to get in a small drink here again while they start the pull. Heal these Axe Throw debuffs. Unleash Life. We'll Spirit Link. Just to be safe. Yeah, they're just killing the Axe Throwers before the Bloodlust even goes off. That's super smart. Heal myself. Get another Flame Nova here, so we just keep the Paladin full HP, and then we'll use our Empowered Totem right as it goes off. Follow it with a Chain Heal, and then we should be pretty much good to just do some damage. So we're pulling stuff into the boss for funnel. And I will stay the farthest from the boss so that I get the first leap. And we can just consistently heal myself for the leaps.
Reckless leap.
We're gonna run into the group after we dodge all the shit on the floor. So like right here, I just find a safe spot, I heal myself, I find a safe spot,
Shout.
I heal myself, and then now I run in on the last like second remaining on the cast. There's no like rush to get into the group. You have plenty of time after all the stuff on the floor is gone. You don't want to try to run past it. Auto guild invites because I'm not in one. Save me, please.
Reckless leap.
Okay, we get another leap. I'll use Earth Elemental here, and then we'll Spirit Walker's Grace, so I can kind of avoid stuff while finding an open space. And then now we finish walking to the group if we need to. I believe he phases at 66%, so he'll probably do one more leap.
Rampage.
We'll use defensive for it.
Reckless leap.
Right here, as he leaps, we will just healing wave. Riptide myself. And we just find an open
Intimidating
space.
shout.
We wait to run in. I can just run in right here, but we're just gonna wait, and then now we go in. Take some damage right here. We'll use healing
Shield
tide
wall.
totem. Same thing, focus on anybody that gets targeted by the axe thrower debuffs. And then we use empowered totem right as the flame nova goes off.
Shield wall. Rampage. Reckless leap.
Heal the tank here. Riptide myself. Find an open space. Find an open space.
Intimidating shout.
Heal myself, and then we can finish walking in. We step back out so that we get the leap again.
Rampage. Reckless leap.
Healing wave. Find an open space. Healing wave.
Intimidating
And then we
shout.
can walk in.
Rampage. Reckless leap.
We have defensive for this one. Unleash life. He's gonna phase like immediately after this leap, so this is what hurts really bad. Is when I have these, so I'm gonna spirit link
Shield
here.
wall.
So when you have the dot from the leap and he phases, you just take a ton of damage all in one go. And we're gonna make sure everyone's nice and full HP for this flame nova, and then we use empowered totem. And that's pretty much it. So they're doing really good about killing the axe throwers first.
Shield wall.
It's awesome.
Rampage. Reckless leap.
Unleash life.
Intimidating shout.
Trying to save space on the floor, and then we'll move in.
Rampage. Reckless leap.
I'll healing wave myself. Find an empty space. Find an
Intimidating
empty
shout.
space. This one we can move in at the same time because it's so close.
Rampage. Reckless leap.
Super chill. Range up last boss.
One last task.
Don't have a lot of time. We have a B-res, pretty much 2 B-reses, and we'll have less at like the very end of the fight, but realistically we can only afford like 1 death, I think,
Return peace to the spire.
on this boss. We do have execute though, so maybe the boss dies faster than I'm expecting.
There, the restless heart that
But like that boss took 4 minutes and 25 seconds, so this one probably takes about 3.5, maybe 3 at best. I think 3.5 is probably more accurate, especially because we're all melee, so we lose a lot of damage whenever we have to go over the
Arrow rain.
line. Nature swiftness, use an empowered totem. Just keep my debuff because we're gonna go up anyways with the bullseye wind blast.
Bullseye wind
Just chain
blast.
heal here. Free standby, the one I'm gonna take. Go up. And the arrow rain, we go up right away. And I'll try to find a space kind of back here, because they'll take these ones when we get the big AoE.
Arrow rain.
Healing tide here. And then we'll go up. And I'll Spirit
Tempest
Walker's Grace so I
Flash.
can keep healing. gonna take like these 3 right here. Use Empowered Totem, Unleash Life, Chain Heal, Healing Rain, Healing Stream, Nature Swiftness. This one I can just like spam heal myself. Healing Wave is more than enough to heal through it a lot of the time, especially if I'm critting. We did get a sack as well, so didn't need to press anything extra.
Bullseye Wind Blast.
Just an Empowered Totem, Unleash Life, find a spot to take. The tank just got hit by the stun, so we Spirit Link to keep the tank alive because he's just stuck in the pool. And there we go.
Arrow Rain.
Now we go up right away. Unleash Life. Try to take one of these ones that are like over here.
Tempest Slash.
That way it's by one that we can get rid of. Monka's gonna die here. Earth Elemental. And we'll really focus on healing the monk because he has double dot right now. It's gonna be rough. Okay, Nature Swiftness. We have Empowered Totem. We'll kind of wait a second. We're healing the warrior here. Again, just Healing Wave is enough. And then with the leap, we'll use the Empowered Totem that we have. Unleash Life, Empowered Totem. We'll pre-stand by one of these. Go up. Healing Wave. And they got hit again. Damn. That's it.
Arrow Rain.
Yeah, the tank just kept getting hit by the lines. I think the only thing I could have done differently maybe is like take a further one so that I'm not taking the ones that they tend to like turn around and run to. That's okay. We pretty much did the entire dungeon pretty cleanly. Unlucky. I needed a bonus roll that dungeon too. That one drops my gloves. We go again. I like Void too. I find it, I have to be more precise with cooldowns, whereas Oracle I can rack to Pugs better. That's, yeah, that's exactly the way that it works and the way that I feel about it too. You have to be way, way more careful about when you press certain buttons, even like smaller buttons like Mind Blast, like that is super important when you press it. I'm doing Photoshop stuff while we're waiting. What dungeons are you hoping for in Season 2? Oh, that's such a great question. Oh man, I should make a video about that. Because it takes me so long to look through, but like off the top of my head, let me just quickly like glance through a few dungeons that like come to mind. I know Halls of Valor already happened, so that's not gonna happen. I love Halls of Valor though. Let's see, what else could we potentially see? I think as much as Shrine as the Storm is hated, I think I would like to see it return. Same thing with like Underrot. I love Underrot. So Underrot, Shrine of the Storm, King's Rest is another one that hasn't come back yet. I would love to see those. And then in Shadowlands, we have like, oh man, Plaguefall, Sanguine Depths. I like all the ones nobody likes. We've already had Theater of Pain. Mist has been here twice, I think, now. So yeah, Plaguefall, Sanguine Depths, Shrine of the Storm, King's Rest, and Underrot. Like those 5. Obviously, those all can't come back, but those as like ideas. I would love to see some of those. King's Rest, agreed. I don't know if they want to cycle through them all once OG or do specific expansions or how they pick. They usually try to relate it to whatever's happening in the story, like slightly. It doesn't have to, but they try to kind of theme them together. And then from the expansions, it doesn't really matter. They just kind of they pick 4 from previous expansions and then 4 from the current expansion. I'm a new healer, did my first +10 today. I'm finding it hard to know when I'm at fault in a lot of things that happen. I don't know how to check if my party members actually mitigate damage, for instance. Yeah, so the advice I have there is basically, it's a little bit tricky, but the advice you want to pretty much like, or I guess the concept that you want to try to follow is like, first record your gameplay if you can, because it's easier to look back than to think of it in the moment. But if you have to think of it in the moment, or you watch a VOD, it doesn't really matter, but whichever way you end up doing it, try to think of when something goes wrong, just try to think of what you had agency over and what you could have done differently, if anything. If you don't know, then probably don't worry about it and just move on. But try to just think of what you could have done differently. Like, even if it totally wasn't your fault and you know that for a fact, like, still just think of, like, maybe I could have done this differently, or maybe I could have stood here instead, or maybe I could have, you know, pressed this button instead of whatever button I was pressing. Just stuff like that. And it's not about blaming yourself. It's more about just figuring out what you have agency over and then focusing on those things, because the things that you have agency over are the only things that are going to matter. Because if you don't have control over it, there's no point in, like, dwelling on it or trying to figure out if it was your fault or their fault or whoever's fault, because it doesn't matter. And the easiest way to do that is through recording your gameplay and then looking at it back, because then you can more easily see, like, what's exactly going on. You can do it with just, like, you know, memory, but it's a lot harder to digest what happened. Maybe unlucky here. Everyone makes mistakes. Focusing on your own is the only thing that will help you, and it's not so much mistakes as it is should I have done that, should I have, or that instead kind of thing. You can toggle so you can see when people use defenses on raid frames standard UI. Yeah. And like I use a add-on called Omni CC, which lets me see people's defensives, like when they're available and when they use them and all that kind of stuff. But the default UI also will show it like pop up on their frame. There's no keys. Did you get good vaults today? I'm EU, so not before tomorrow. Yeah, I got some decent stuff. On my Shaman, I believe I got nothing. On my Monk, I got this Myth Neck right here, and it was like the last item I needed on my Mistweaver. So that's pretty huge. I think the only other thing I need actually is a ring on my Mistweaver. And then my Priest, I think I got... Oh, on my Shaman, I got a socket. So I just took a socket out of the vault, which is still really good. And then my Priest, I don't remember what I got on my Priest. I'm trying to remember. I think I got a Mythic Tier piece or something. I don't remember. Yeah, and then my Shaman, I'm still trying to upgrade my Trinket because I still don't have 5 Ascended Void Cords. I think I'm at 3 right now. And then I think other than that on my Shaman, I just need Myth Gloves, which I get from bonus rolling in Windrunner Spire is what I'm doing. And then I have all Myth Track stuff.
Something foul is stalking these grounds, heroes. Hunt it down and destroy it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spirit Link for the tank there. It's very scary. Should have been more ready to use Windrush on that one. Thought I was gonna die before. I thought one of them had already died. So I thought we were only dealing with one. But I was not paying attention. Ugh. It's a little bit too soon. He didn't have any cooldowns up yet or anything. I tried to heal him through it, but I barely missed the cast time. But his cooldowns came up like literally as he died, so he just needed to wait like half a second longer.
Your
I believe it is a
survival
result key, but
wasn't necessary.
maybe it's not a result key. It is not a result key. Okay. Today, not great for the keys.
catalog every newcomer. I want to know secrets among these latest arrivals.
I hunger for the opportunity to work together again. Come, let us forge a weapon worthy of your allies.
Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two, one.
Lathraxian, give up this foolishness. We have already won.
Here we go.
You put all of Silvermoon in danger. This isn't worth the risk.
2 DKs and an Og.
There seem to be a few pieces missing. We have to find them if we're going to stop Lathraxian.
Pilot is showing me a critical failure, Chief Conrad.
Hurry up those repairs. If we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
Yeah, my first pull got deleted. We still have 20 seconds of... No, wait. We still have 2 seconds of less. Oh, well, that ended quickly. I feel like it's the same every dungeon. It's always a druid pulling before they have every cooldown available. And then they just fall over.
Your survival.
Like his bark skin was like 5 seconds from coming off cooldown. He should have just waited 5 seconds. And then you go. It's so random. All good. Oh man.
Okay, let's see.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Here we go again. Slowly losing our sanity.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We'll see how we do. I feel like the chain heal build I'm using now will be really good in this dungeon. There's a lot of good uses for chain heal. I almost jumped into that before the tank was ready.
There seem to be a few pieces missing. We have to find them if we're going to stop Lothraxion.
Paladin is showing me critical failure, Tichondrius.
Uh-oh.
Hurry up those repairs. If we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
I feel like this is a pretty small pull to do with Lust because there's no seer in it. But there's not actually that much dangerous stuff in this pack. And it's probably gonna all die while we still have a lot of Lust remaining. Yeah, like we have 10 seconds of Lust left and the pull's done. Not a great use. And then we pull the seer. Okay, that's even worse. Let's see how we do. I think we're going up the left side. Same problem as last dungeon. Just thing just walks into the next full with 0 mitigation and just dies instantly.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Like I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing differently because like I guess I can just spam heal more as they start chain. Like I just need to be more aware of when they start chain pulling with nothing available, and I just have to sit there and spam healing wave on them with no tidal waves or anything, just to keep them up. It's really awkward. It's getting old fast. Yeah, tell me about it. It looks like it's Brazil, so.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Alright, can we do it this time? Put your votes in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lathraxian, give up this foolishness. We have already won.
Oops, I pressed the fucking keybind when I was logging out. Okay. Great start already. You can tell that I'm out of it.
We have to find them if we're going to stop them.
Pilot is showing a critical failure.
My body is saying no more keys, please.
If we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
Where's the DK and why is he not in the Spirit Link? Thank you. Much better Lust Pull. Still have a little too much free time, but that's okay. I think that's just us overgearing. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay, the tank does not have Bark Skin, so we need to spam heal the tank. Got LOS for the first cast. That's okay. Nature's Swiftness. Still keeping the tank nice and healthy here. They have Bark Skin now, so now they'll be a lot better off. Starting to take a lot of damage, and their Bark Skin is falling off, so now we keep them nice and healthy. We will stun as the Bark Skin ends. DK is also in a little bit of trouble, but the tank is definitely more important, and the DK also has cooldowns that he hasn't used yet, so encourage him to use those by healing the tank instead. Tank has a big absorb shield here. Unleash Life. Just double healing wave. Riptide. Still not enough to get through the heal absorb, but it's all dead, so it's okay. Gotta run ahead just a tiny bit here and then get a little drink in while they pull. Nope, we're just still stuck in combat. There we go. Now you can drink. Target one of the Arcanists. Clear that. Power Totem. Get the DK up. And this stuff's all getting melted, which is great. Use Healing Tide Totem here. Get a small drink in here while they pull the boss. Nope, didn't let me. That's okay. We're still like full mana, so it really doesn't matter. Should not have any issues on this boss whatsoever. Heal the DK. Try to stand somewhere by the corner so that if we get the bait, we don't bait in an awkward spot. It's on me. Heal the Warlock. And for the Core Spark detonation, we will probably use Spirit Link for this first one. We'll see how we do with 2 empowered totems.
5, 4, 3.
Use defensive,
2,
put down Healing
1.
Rain. Spirewalker's Grace, Chain Heal, empowered totem. Yeah, we're fine with all those. That's crazy. Okay, now I'll break this open. Rock was just standing in that. That's unfortunate. Still fine though. I have the baits, so I try to put them on top of each other like that. Not the greatest spot, but at least they're all stacked up. I don't have a healing tide for this one. Oh, my totem's up in the air.
5,
Put
4,
it here.
3, 2.
Use my trinket as well,
1.
just so I get a little bit of extra juice for the healing. And then we just healing tide and chain heal, and that's done. Yeah, this build is way better at healing through this. Ideally, we want to get out of here and probably go use the other side of the room at this point. Just clear this. I'm gonna be stuck on this side, but that's okay. Oh, I riptided the wrong person. Getting the DK. Okay, we're getting ready for this. Heal the DH.
5,
She's gonna get
4,
stunned in it.
3, 2, 1.
And we'll Spirit Link this one. Technically, we don't need to clear it all, we can just kill the boss. It's gonna die before we get the AoE again anyways.
Don't forget to send the conduits.
You will realize I was right, Hilaria. Your judgment has been clouded by the void, as it always does.
My vision has never been clearer, Lothraxian, but I don't want to believe it.
Spirit Walker's Grace, we can finally follow the tank while we figure out where we're standing. Got another Dreadbellow right at the end, unfortunately. Oh, the dot goes away. What? I didn't even know that. Broken. Keep the tank healthy here. Not worth doing 20k DPS in order to risk the tank dying. Drop one totem for the Dreadbellow. You can kind of chain heal between. Keep Riptide on people. Nature Swiftness for the Empowered Totem. And we just keep kind of chain healing as we see fit. Okay, tank's getting absorbed here. Heal through it.
Your survival
I was not paying
wasn't
attention.
necessary.
My fault. The Spirit Link here just to make sure we're safe, and then I'll have it back up for the boss. Luckily that was just an onk, so I didn't waste a B-res or anything. Just wasted a little bit of time.
What a miserable display! You have all failed in your purpose!
This is what sucks about failing so many keys, is then you just lose your drive, and then you start being the problem and playing poorly like I'm doing.
Is there no end to you intruders? Do us all a favor and die before I have to kill you myself.
Too much going on in this pool, we just interrupt the nullifiers and then keep the tank healthy. And then in between, every time these all die, we want to go stand right over here at the entrance, right at the end of the stairs. And then that way when all the mobs spawn, they will not just instantly smack us. Like the tank gather everything, and then we can go to town. Heal the DK here. Healing Tide. Yeah, you got AMS like 20 million seconds sooner, buddy. But that's okay, we got through. I think I was still going to be able to heal it with or without the AMS, but it was definitely like very scary. Almost just died to another ball coming towards me. They're so hard to see. They're literally the same color as everything else. They're purple with the purple floor, and then they have like a small red tint to them, which just looks like other players' spell effects. The Warlock with like a red pet. You have the DKs with their Death and Decay on the floor. It has like a red glow to it. It's really hard to see. But I'm also just not paying attention. I'm like so out of it because of all the previous queues that we've been doing. I think I'm burnt out already. But we got this. We got this. This is what we need. Focus the Void Color to help with interrupts. First Dread Bellow. Just use Empowered Totems for it and Chain Heal. Keep the tank nice and healthy through this. Unleash Life. Chain Heal. Chain Heal. Empowered Totem. Another Dread Bellow. I think when it dies, it'll go away though, like the last one. Yep. That's OP.
Yet another battle. I am still
Need the Transmorpher Beacon for this boss.
Umbral Lash.
Heal people PC buffs, you can use an Empowered Totem for it.
Umbral Lash.
The bomb out. We save our defensive for the beam though still. Spirit Walker's Grace as we walk in. Spirit Link. Should have Healing Tide Totems because we're probably gonna have to do 2 of these phases.
5,
And then we'll Healing
4,
Tide Totem at the end.
3, 2, 1.
Not a great use of my CDs, but we will see how we do the next
Umbral
one.
Lash.
The next one we can Lust and use Healing Tide.
Null Vanguard. Umbral Lash.
Yeah, we only have to heal the DH here. Kind of wasted Unleash life there, but
Umbral Lash. Light Star
Again.
Flare.
Empowered Totem. Health Pot. Surging Totem.
5,
Unleash life.
4,
Hellstone.
3,
Another Totem.
2, 1.
Okay, we made it through with nothing but raw healing throughput.
Umbral Lash. Null Vanguard. Umbral Lash.
I can just defensive this bomb. Defensive way too soon, but that's okay. Possible, we want to try to
Umbral
save
Lash.
stuff for the beam, because we're going to stand on it.
Light Scar Flare.
Five, 4,
Definitely wasted Healing Tide there, but it got a little sketchy at the end.
You got the last conduit. Make sure to send them over. Lothraxian, this isn't what the light demands of us. Think of the lives that will be lost. Just trust us.
You were from all I thought would understand, Arathon.
You want to drink while we're doing this?
It has corrupted you too.
The construct's working. Starting the bridge now.
Why is the DH not in Spirit Link? Please. Okay, so that was bad placement on my part. Thought he'd walk into it. I wanted to hit the tank at the same time, and if I put it any further, I don't think I would have been hitting the tank. And then at that point, it's just like a damage reduction. It doesn't even do any healing.
Your
Got 2 of the
survival
debuffs, so I can't really
wasn't
do anything there.
necessary.
And we save Stone Form for the pulls with the light rots in them. to Seer Walker's Grace and run down so I can keep healing myself. Because if I'm not full HP when we walk into this, I could just get one shot. Let me stone form myself when I get the debuff, and then we'll dispel somebody else. Stone form, dispel. Could have dispelled pretty much anyone but the DK because they can also remove the debuff from themselves. I think that's okay. I'm stun here. Dispel. There, I could have dispelled someone else and then used my defensive. It's okay, I'll defensive now that I got another debuff. Very late AMS. Pretty much covers nothing. Oh, we had 2 people hit by the blind. Not good. It's okay, the light rots are dying. We might get one more set of debuffs, which will be 2. Nope. We have new light rot here, so 2 debuffs. This should be a lot easier to deal with. We're watching if someone gets the fixate and the debuff at the same time. That's what's like really scary. So I'll just dispel the DK here because he has a fixate, and then I'll heal myself. Get out of this because it goes a lot further than it looks. Focus the light rot to help with kicks. Dispel the warlock and heal the DH. Okay, same thing. If people get debuffs and they're fixated, that's when we want to watch them. So like here, I dispel the warlock. I'll just spirit link and stand in it. So I'm also fixated. Heal the warlock. Heal the warlock still. Save the dot now. Spell the warlock.
Searing Rend.
Heal the DK because he has the debuff or the fixate. We'll just healing tide here just to be safe.
Flicker. Searing Rend.
And now it should be the home stretch. That is pretty free. This boss is overall pretty free unless we really mess up the intermissions.
Flicker.
It's kind of hard to die to anything else that this boss does. Still have to respect this damage that players take, so we want to make sure we have like an empowered totem, riptide, stuff like that. We want things to be able to use on them. Unleashed Life is another good example. Want something to be able to press that like kind of helps us single target heal for a little bit. Or spot heal those players. And I keep everyone full health in case there's a mistake. There it is. Just like we predicted. I don't even think there's anything we can do now. We just are all dead.
Brilliant Dispersion.
That's so funny. It's because both of the mobs were stacked on top of each other. So it was hard to see which one was the regular one, and someone kicked the wrong one, and someone kicked the right one. The endless tragedies. Yeah, 3 minutes is not enough time to do the last boss, even if we have lust. He's gonna pull the boss and kill this DK on the bridge, yeah.
Searing Rend.
That is so funny. Okay.
Only the strongest survive.
Okay. Alright, I am not gonna have any sanity whatsoever if I don't take a break before raid, so I'm gonna call it here, and I might turn my stream back on for raid prog. We're doing Laura again. But I definitely need a break. I'm gonna do something else. Definitely sent some keys. Good tries, but yeah, I just need to give myself a break, and then we'll come back to it. You just killed Mythic Chimeras without tokens. Oh my god, I've done that. I haven't done that, but I have like been so close to doing that. Like I'm in a Mythic Chimeras group on my alt or something on a pug, and then we wipe to it, and then I'm like, wait, I don't even have my tokens yet. I'm sorry to hear that. Feels bad. Alrighty. Sorry for the short stream, but I do need to take a break. So, stream might be back on for raid, and then if not, then I'll be back on Thursday is when I'll stream again. So, I'll see you guys then. In the meantime, I'll work on some YouTube stuff. Alright, ciao, see ya.